Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Oh my goodness, my cat is already being a terror. I thought she was calming down. Okay, so a few nice things since last time. I know a lot more about the game because I have played dozens of hours of this, just researching for my tutorials, and I've also made several tutorials. So this should go better now than it has been going. With that being said, let's go to our greenhouses. Gertie. And the thing is, if I lock her out of the room, she just tears at the carpet. And so I'm kind of at a loss, to be honest. But she seems to be fine right now. So we can go to production chains. And we can actually turn on some variety here. Like this, and then we can actually set the output mode to selling. So I was playing around with this last time, wasn't quite sure what we were changing. So let's see, tomatoes here we can just sell, and then apparently we'll just like get money without having to. So we're gonna sell, let's just sell everything, and then hopefully if we ever want to distribute to a production chain, we will remember to hit store. I can't promise that that's the case, but let's hope. And the water is doing fine, so that should get us some money. We can check, well, I guess right now, if I check the prices, this big money sign, and we look at December, has anything sold? We've already lost some production cost. No. Okay, so you can look at last month though, we had this huge harvest income. That was from that contract I did. So when we ended last time, we were doing sunflowers. So we got the money from the contract, and then I sold, because you get to keep some of the crop, some of the yield. So then I sold the rest. Because I'm like, well, it's going to be a while before we have pigs, so I didn't feel like we needed to keep it. And so now we have some money, which isn't a bad thing. So let's check our chickens. For me, it's been like 5 days since I've played this, so I kind of got to get a handle on what's happening. Okay, so we have 400 eggs. That's really nothing. Like if we check prices, I already skipped it, didn't I? Eggs. We get 5,000 per 1,000. So I guess we'd get like about $2,000. So it's actually more than I thought, but we do need to get them wheat. So we are in November and again, or December, and again, we can't really do anything. So I don't remember what our plan was for this money. We have, I should have went back and watched episode 6. We have growing, we have canola, that's right, and we have barley, and that's for the chickens, but we have to wait until, let's see, canola, where are we? Canola's not till March, and barley's not till like canola's not till July, barley's not till June or July. So we got a ways. So the thing we can do is continue getting animals, since you can kind of work on those in the meantime. So I think if we can afford it, we should set up some sheep and some mowing. Or I guess we could just do, silage, except we would have to get, and that's a lot of money. And then you'd have to, so then you'd have to get a mower, a loading wagon. It'd be a lot. So we just have to make some decisions here. Yeah, we still don't have a loading wagon. But then the other thing is we don't really have room for sheep either. Like if we go to animals, sheep, of course we're going to stick with the pasture for now. Like, we don't have anywhere to put it unless we take up our fields, and I really don't want to right now. So I would think if we want to do this, we would either have to, we could make this field smaller. So we could put it here and just make this field maybe grass at some point. That might be smart, because we can't afford land. Like, if we look at land, like, we're so far away from owning. Like, we don't even have enough for just this land, let alone 48's not too far away. But again, that's all field. We might as well, when we buy land, we'll want the field from it. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's just get to moving. So we are going to, gosh, it takes so much money. This is scary. And then pigs. Would you even have room for pigs here? Yeah, we could probably get pigs and sheep. Like, all in, like, not right now, but eventually. So for now, let's get sheep as far into this corner as possible. Like that. Do we still have room for this? Yeah. We'll have to take up some of that path, but maybe by then we'll have money for land. And then I think we can just use all the rest of it for grass. Like, we'll just make all this grass for mowing. If I paint, I do like to paint a little bit so we don't, we're basically going to paint this strip just to give our sower a little room and our harvester. It does cost money, but it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll do that, and I'll rotate. And we'll just kind of give ourselves a nice little buffer. Yeah, it's not costing too much. Oh man. I wish there was an undo button. That's right. We'll just have this weird little edge for a while. And then let's plant some grass, because right now we don't have, well, actually right now I think we need a mower and loading wagon before we buy seeds for grass, because we still have grass like around the area. So let's see how much a mower is. So it's kind of been weird because on my tutorial, I call it tutorial land. Oh man, these are so small. Yeah, I think I'll invest in, this is 2.4, this is 3.1. This is actually cheaper for some reason. This is 3.1 and that's way more expensive. 3.1. 3.1. Is there a disadvantage, or that's just the price? I do like, it looks like this and this can go together at some point. This is 8.3 and this is 10. That's probably why, is that eventually this will be bigger. So I think we make the initial investment into this one, because eventually we want to hook these up, and maybe this one can go on the back of this one, but I don't want to risk it. So let's spend some money on a mower, and then if we have any left, we have 16. I don't even think we can get a loading wagon for that. Let's see, why am I in there? Forage wagon? 30,000 is the cheapest we can get, but we really need one. So we can take out a $15,000 loan, or we can look at contracts, because I really don't want to take out a loan. Or, you know, I think we can take out a loan and then before the end of the day, do a contract. And someone pointed out a really good point that if we take a contract that does wheat or barley, which I guess we can't now because we're like in the middle of December. I am not good at finding things right now. Yeah, I think we do it though. Okay, let's take out a loan. But then we also have to buy sheep. Am I missing? Is there any other way to get grass from the ground without? I don't think so. How much would 15 sheep cost? 8,000, and we might as well get them all. I know they reproduce, but it's like, I don't think it's worth waiting on it. So we actually need kind of a big injection of money. Let's do it. We need money. We need industries. So let's do 30. Let's buy our... I hope I'm not missing something that I also need. Let's do the cheapest one. Of course, we want to get pink. 2. Put in the front and back. MOS, and then I have to click E. And... uh-oh. Oh boy, okay. I don't quite like these. Oh, it worked. That's strange. Nope, that did not work. I'd say the other thing that has been good since last time we played, since episode 6, I think that's the last episode, is, yeah, one owned. Hopefully you will notice, and hopefully it's true, that my microphone should sound better. There shouldn't be as much like noise. It was frustrating to hear that much recording, and I kept turning down the gain, and finally I just like halved the gain, which seemed to do the trick. So hopefully you agree that it sounds better. We have like one weed here. That's weird. Can we just like get that one weed? Check our fertilizer, because I kind of forgot if we ever... I think we finished it. Don't want to do that. We don't need a lime. That's right. Okay. This needs lime, but I think with grass, someone said that grass does have a higher yield if you do all that. I don't know. I guess we might as well. We already have the lime. Or no, it doesn't need limed. It just needs weeded. Oh, and we can't weed because I waited too long. Unless we spray, which we're not going to do. So anyway, hopefully you agree the microphone sounds better. Also, the video quality should be better. I had to change one setting. I don't know if I had accidentally changed it along the way or if it's always been as bad as I was seeing it, but made one setting to frame rate and it seems to have helped the output video. So hopefully this episode just sounds and looks better than last episode. Unfortunately, it didn't get all of those fixed early on in my tutorial making, so some of my tutorials still have sort of that bad stuff, but that's I guess that's the name of the game when it's a hobby and not quite. Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm why did I do this? Does my other tractor have a weight as well? Yeah. Shoot. Okay. We'll leave the weight there. We really wanted to leave it on our farm, but I kind of forgot it was on here. Yes, one thing I was going to say is it's really strange coming back to like a real playthrough. So when I do all my tutorials, I create a separate file called Tutorial Land. I don't know, I just have kind of gotten to naming it that for fun. And then I, of course, use like a money cheat, because if I didn't, I would not be able to actually make tutorials for like another, 6 months, because of how long it takes to get to a point where I can just buy all the things I need in a tutorial. So for the last like 5 days, I've just been in this land of being able to buy anything I want at any time. Haven't even been looking at prices really. And so then to come back and be like, well, we have to buy the smallest thing, and even then it's kind of unaffordable, but this is all we can do. It's just very, very jarring, but in a really good way, because as we all learned from The Sims, money cheats makes things pretty boring. There's also, I just remembered, there's a blue trailer I like missed in one of the videos, and I said I was going to get it this episode, and I forgot to actually look at the video of where that was. Like, I watched the video and saw me missing it because everyone was pointing it out. Sorry I stopped, but I'm writing down a note that I need to look for the blue trailer. And so the next time when I record, I need to get that blue trailer. It was so weird in the video. I like jumped on it, like I jumped over it, and somehow just missed it. It was very, like, it's like I wasn't even looking, which I don't understand why I wouldn't have been looking. So anyway, we own this land, so I'm not sure why we're not getting grass. Maybe I just need to go in a little bit. There we go. I guess we don't own like the very edge. And there we go. Ah, this is nice. It is. So we're gonna have chickens and sheep. I wouldn't say it's early on, I guess. We're a few hours in, but it'll at least give us some momentum. And honestly, I think I'm at the point now where I would feel comfortable just skipping months, pretty much. Like, wake up, you know, like we'll wake up in January, check on the animals, like basically just check the menu to see that they still have food and stuff, and then just like go back to sleep. You know, I think in the winter that's just how it's going to be until we have more industries that allow it. We could always do forestry, but it's almost not worth it until you get better tools to do it. Things that actually can automate some of this stuff for you. So I'll probably just drive around our farm until I'm either out of grass or our wagon's full. That might be a while. And then we'll look at buying sheep, getting them water, and buying sheep. Oh, I already said that. Buying sheep, getting water, giving them food, which is what this grass is for. And yeah, that'll be that. So I'll just take a few minutes here in silence to do some mowing. And don't be afraid to use that L key on your keyboard, because if you want. Okay, so I can't quite fit here, so we're gonna have a little grass on the ground. We'll get that at some point once it starts to bother me enough. I'm gonna call that good with mowing, because I don't know how much grass we need to feed the amount of sheep we'll have, because it won't be a ton. So let's actually get out and buy our sheep first and just fill it up. And we'll just, I guess if we're not worried about reproduction, we can just buy the cheapest ones maybe. Sheep provided with wool. There's nothing that says that they have to be a certain age to make wool. So I should be fine. I actually like these a lot. Yeah, let's get these. Yeah, we'll just buy all these. Hopefully that will be okay. And now we have a full pen of sheep. Did we ever buy a full pen of chickens? Did we fill this up? We'll have to go visit and see. Because I cannot remember. But let's feed these sheep first. And all they should take is grass and water. And it should give them enough food for 6 days if we have enough grass. Wait, is that all they need? Wow. That is way less than I thought. That's kind of awesome because we don't have to like mow for another year. But I still think we're going to put this to grass because if we can afford it, we can always buy a biogas like bunker, find room for it, and then we can sell silage, which is not too bad of a price, especially when you consider grass is like it's what, about 4 times the price of grass, and all you have to do is just ferment it for an hour. So for now, we will not leave this here because we're gonna want to seed if we can even plant grass in December. We probably can't. We want the mower. We gotta fold it. We can leave that there, and then we gotta find the water, which I think is by the greenhouses. Let's check on the chickens really fast. Do we have any wheat in there? Oh, we do. Okay. Good. Let's just top them off because they're getting pretty low. Oh, we don't have much, but we may have to spend a few thousand buying more, which is a shame. Yeah, we did fill this up. So we have... Okay, I was going to say we could sell some chickens, but I don't think there's any point. They're not worth a lot, and my one thing is, like, should we sell the rooster? I don't know if they actually produce eggs. I also forgot we have honey. Like, no, we have, like, barely any honey. How much is another honey? Shift P. Animals. So 4, that's almost... Okay, that's actually a lot of money. 52 liters, and to sell honey, is that worth selling? Nah, not until it's 1,000. Okay, so we just let that go for a while. All right, let's go get our water and get these to our sheep so that they can get to 100%. Looks like we need to do a load of lettuce. I think those are still from when we had it stored. Because here you can see that there's not that much stored. So I'm actually going to speed up time, like kind of quite a bit. Oh, we're out of water. Shoot. But I kind of want time to go so we can see if we get money from harvest. Because if we check December, we still have none because it's only been like 15 minutes. So I will we'll travel over to the pond, the freshwater pond, which is actually, I think, straight across the way this way. Oops, it was working. There we go. While that's filling, we can check on the calendar and look at grass. We can plant, yeah, I kind of figured. And that's okay, we don't need to plant yet, but come March we'll plant grass so that we have it ready to go. Otherwise, we just have to wait a long time to harvest. That was dumb. Might as well fill it up. So one thing we want to do, and I think we're done spending money. We got the mower, we got the wagon. Now I regret not picking up that straw that we had. And then we got the sheep. So I wish we would have bought the barn. How much is the barn? Am I regretting this decision? We go to animals, sheep. Oh no, that's like twice as much. Yeah, the nice thing about the barn is you don't have to do this. You don't have to give them water. But I think for now it's a small price to pay for $25,000. But before I forget, we need to pay back as much of the loan as we can just to keep our interest down. So we still have a $20,000 loan. So we'll have to see when we sleep how much the interest is and if it's like really bad. And if it is, then in January we'll have to maybe do oh, we just got money. It's weird it doesn't say it. Like it doesn't have a little note at the bottom. This is like plus, plus $200 harvest. Or maybe it did and I just didn't see it, but I think I just saw the money jump up. But that should be from the greenhouses. So let's do this and then we'll make a greenhouse, as many greenhouse deliveries as we need. I don't think we can afford it, but there's this cool trailer I found under miscellaneous. Yeah, this thing. I wonder if this is the same. Yeah, and this, you can put it basically opens up kind of like a U-Haul, like you open up the back and you can throw your pallets in there and then close the door. And I was able to fit 3 in there, which was really nice. Okay, now we're getting late, so let's do this because this will get our sheep to 100% hopefully. I wish I would have waited to speed up time until we had fed them or watered them. Okay, so now they have about 3 days worth of food, and they have about 6 days, or they should have 6 days worth of everything, and their health and productivity will go up by tomorrow. So let's go ahead and just top these off while we have water. And then we'll deliver all that lettuce. And if we ever get tired of filling these up so much, and we can afford it, I think there is an extension for them here. Supplementary tank for $2,100. It says it helps with greenhouses. So I'm not sure how close you have to place it. I'm kind of annoyed with some of this extension stuff. They really need like a visual. Like they need either like a area of effect circle or like a blue line or something that shows there's a connection. Because right now, like if I put this here, Like, will that affect my greenhouses? Will this affect all three or just this one? How close do they need to be? We have no idea. And I got really annoyed with that with manure. So I discovered, well, luckily my commenters were nice and told me to do manure, you don't put the silo down next to the barn. You put the silo extension down next to your barn. And it's like, why? I don't get it. So this, and again, there's no visual. So it's like, do I need one per barn, or if I put one around all three barns? So just some feedback that that would be very nice to have. So, and I had to test it, and I put, let's say I put one next to two barns and filled it up with one animal's manure, and it worked. And then I stopped that animal having straw and producing manure. And then I did the same thing with the other barn, and no manure was produced. So I think you do have to do one per barn, it seems, which is really expensive for solid manure. Like, I don't get why they changed that, but anyway, small potatoes, because otherwise this game has been a blast. A huge step forward, I would say. I'm kind of forgetting how I got the pallets on the truck. Did I just lift them? Oh yeah, okay. I was like, we don't have a pallet fork. This is easy. Yeah, it shouldn't be as long between episodes now. So hopefully I won't forget as much before the next few episodes. I still have quite a few tutorials I want to make that are on my list. And then I had someone say that they wanted to kind of see like the production chains in action, like all of them, I think they said. Like, not like on my tutorial I just showed basically wool to fabric to, where am I going? I'm like running away with my lettuce. To clothes. But I think they said they kind of wanted to see that with all of them, so I might consider doing that. That's a lot of preparation, which I'm fine with. It's just there's a lot on my list, so we'll see how much I get through. And now that Thanksgiving's over, of course I'm back to work full time, so I won't have kind of full days to work on it like I have the last couple days, which has been nice. So we want lettuce, and oh, that's a good price. Fast food restaurant. If we look at fluctuations, you can see that they're highest if we waited maybe another month or two, but I think, should we wait and just see? Nah, we need the money now. I think we'll spend more on interest loans. So we want fast food restaurant. Oh, nice. I love that it's that close. And we just got $3,000. And again, greenhouses are kind of crazy because you just give them free water. Oh, okay. Scary. And yeah, I think we made so much money from them so far. I think it's been really worth setting 3 of them down right away like we did. That might save us a lot of headaches in the future. Okay, we have 3 more pallets. If I remember, I do want to kind of keep tabs on the prices the next couple months to see, you know, like that fluctuation chart, sort of how accurate it is and like how big it jumps. You know, if we just sold it for 37, you know, in February, is it like 6,000 or is it like 3,900? Like what's the fluctuation difference there? I think that's all our, no, we have so much. Whoa, okay. A little glitchy. Think I can get one more in there? I did discover one reproducible bug while I was making tutorials. That's so weird. I almost made a video about it, but it seemed like kind of petty, I think, and I'm sure they're like on top of it, so I didn't want to call attention to it. But what I did was, this is not going to work. Well, it might. No, stay. Okay. What? Okay. This is getting scary. It's working. Let me just get that one in. So anyway, what I did was I owned, this is tutorial land, I had my biogas plant, and then I loaded silage up in a mixer, so just silage. This isn't going to work, it's going to fly off. There we go. And then for some reason when I would go to empty the mixer directly into the biogas plant, it would like the animation of emptying would freeze, and then like every few seconds something else would stop working. Like I couldn't move after a few seconds, then I couldn't access the menus, and I did it like 4 or 5 times in a row, so I don't know what it was struggling with, but it was really strange. Okay, that was really nice. Plus, we should still be getting some money from our from all of them that we are not now physically selling, and that'll save us a lot of trips now that we just kind of set that up automatically. And if we go to our prices again, so we've sold 8,600. So I guess that's where our greenhouse money will go, and we can pay back a little bit more. So now we're down to 10, which is a lot better. And that's probably all we are going to do today. We can't really do anything with crops. Our animals are well fed and watered. We sold our product, and I think it's time for January. Well, let's go to sleep.